Okay, so let's talk about something that we call the fundamental truth of mentoring. See, if you want to be a great mentor, you need to understand that discovering truth is a journey for everyone. So if you're using our resources online and you're trying to help people to discover something true, because that's really what a mentor is doing, is they're helping the person they're mentoring to discover something true and then to learn to apply it to their own life. So the fundamental truth of mentoring is this, that truth must be discovered. Mentors can't force someone to understand something. You can't make someone see it the way you see it, but you can help them, and you can help them discover the truth. You can help them discover your perspective. And again, we're giving you a little bit of grace, saying that your perspective is truth in this particular case. So you're trying to get someone to understand something you see to be true. Well, a mentor helps them to discover it rather than forcing it upon them, okay? Because mentoring is a journey from A to Z. Let's sort of map this out. This is a great visual for mentoring. A mentor is someone that's trying to help a friend or a student or a child or a coworker to get from A to Z on a particular topic. So for example, a parent is a mentor for kids. So a parent might try to help their kid understand that hard work pays off. Well, so they're trying to get their kid to go from A to Z on that particular topic. The parent understands that hard work pays off because the parent's been around the block, but the kid doesn't really get that yet. And so truth must be discovered. A mentor, a good parent, helps the kid discover that over time, right? So the mentor then is the one with the greatest clarity. The mentor is the one that sees the biggest picture. The mentor is not the smartest person necessarily. The mentor is not the best person. In fact, the mentor is trying to help the person that he or she is mentoring to become a better person. So the mentor has this great clarity on this particular topic. So for example, let's say that the mentor understands this topic right here, that forgiveness is not the same thing as forgetting. So the mentor that now understands this concept and probably has experienced this concept, and the mentor's job is to get the mentee to go from A to Z on this particular topic, to really understand this truth that forgiveness and forgetting is a little different, and you can begin to help the person that you're helping to get through bitterness and that sort of thing. So the mentor has this great clarity, but truth must be discovered. Don't forget that. So the mentor can't just say it, can't just force it upon someone. The mentor has to use those questions, has to use those resources to help the person to really discover that, that is true. That is true, that forgiveness and forgetting is different, and I can still forgive even though I might not forget what that person did to me. So really, great mentors then commit to the journey, because getting from A to Z doesn't happen right away. It's a process, right? Because truth must be discovered. So it might take some time to discover this particular truth. So a good mentor is loving and kind and caring and patient, and is helping that person get along the pathway, move along the pathway. And there might be several different stops along the way as you get from A to Z, but a great mentor commits to the journey. So why don't you talk about this fundamental truth right now with the person who's mentoring you, and see how this isn't true in your own life, that great mentors understand that truth must be discovered. And again, remember, you can use those resources online to help people discover all kinds of truth, whether these are your kids at home, whether it's someone on your team or in your organization, or even people in your church.